Here's a new typewriter project, a 1960s Ryle Challenge with Elite font. Now, the obvious things that seem to be wrong with this are, well, the keys are all over the place, and, well, the hammers, and they just don't return very well, if at all. So there's something probably going on with the springs underneath. And likewise, as with a similar typewriter, the shift button isn't lifting the carriage at all. In fact, I can actually see the metal bending, which isn't good. So I'm going to open it up and see what I can find. But yeah, this is a wonderful typewriter, otherwise known as a cheese wedge because of the design, and it's just such a nice two-tone sky blue with a light grey. And the case is just gorgeous. It's like Toy Story's Woody's shoe hat. And thankfully, the underside of the carriage seems very, very easy to remove. Just the underside of the case. I've noticed that it has these slots, grooves almost, which imply you can just slide away the lower casing, which is very useful for getting into and inspecting what's wrong. As I thought, just remove the 6 screws that hold it in place, push the lower casing back, and it should just slide off the typewriter like a picture frame, which is a fantastic design. And there she is. Now, my guess is it's something to do with all these springs, which is why the keys and the hammers aren't really returning as they should. Nevertheless, here's what it looks like on the internals. So regarding the hammers and typeset keys, if you want to call them that, I noticed that on each of these hooks there are 3 mounting points, and some of them are on the lower third, others are on the second, and others are on the highest. And I'm thinking maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe that's why they aren't quite right and they're all at different positions. No idea what the history of this typewriter is, but I'd imagine you'd have to go to a lot of work to mess it up that much. Very strange. As for the carriage not lifting, I'm wondering if it's a similar thing where there's a bolt on the side here, a screw, that allows it to move and pivot. So I guess we'll see, and hopefully I can figure out what's wrong with it and get it moving. This is what I mean by the typeset keys being at 3 different positions. As you can see, there's about 19 of them that have not been done quite right. So I'm going to guess that someone tried to adjust this and really didn't know what they were doing. Not that I do, but I know it shouldn't be that high. They should rest a lot lower. So another one for let's mess around and find out. Also, one last point, Royal, they are an American brand, and they're quite popular. They're the equivalent to a British Imperial, so the most mass-produced recognisable brand, similar to Smith Coronas in the US. But yeah, Royals, they were part of like the original run of typewriters that really caught on, along with Renfields, so they're very classy. And this one, well, I mean, how could I not want this typewriter?